Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today on this rainy Wednesday? I love the rain. Am I the only one? I absolutely love it. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Hello, 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 pretty people. Hi, Cindy. Hello. Hello, Joseph. Hello. Okay. Got some pretty good cards today. Pretty good. So if this is your first time joining us for our weekly tarot reading, all that I ask that you do is pick a number 1, 2, or 3. I will show you the cards in just a minute, just the backs of them, and use your intuition to pick, hi Dawn, hi Joni, to pick what you're guided to. This is a really, really good exercise to help you develop your own intuition. So yeah, 1, 2, or 3, and I will show those to you in just a moment. If you are a letter C, I will be reading for C's today as well. You will get your own set of cards. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of excited about your cards, Miss C's or Mr. C's. Okay, hello Lily. Hello, Kim, Heather, Shakira. Yeah, that's right. No rain, no flowers, girl. That's right. Oh, I'm just so happy to see everybody. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. So this is number 1, and I know it's backwards, but it's not for me. This is number 1, this is number 2, and this is card number 3. So the first 2 are from the Angel Tarot deck, and the third one is from the Fairy deck. That's what it is. Here we go, here we go. Just a little update while you guys are picking 1, 2, or 3. I have a doctor's appointment coming up with the endocrinologist team. I feel like the guy from Anchorman who doesn't know what to do with his hands. Like, okay. I have a doctor's appointment with the endocrinologist team at Mizzou in Columbia, and so I'm super stoked about starting this journey and figuring out what's going on. Hi, Mikey. They say it's Cushing's, which makes sense with all of my symptoms, but I just want to say a quick thank you to you guys for sticking by me and helping me out, because the last few weeks or actually 2 months have just kind of been crazy. Okay. All right. So one more. 1, 2, and 3, and then letter C's. You have your own cards. Okay. So don't pick. If you have a letter C in your name, do not pick. All right. Today is, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Joseph. Today is 222, which is super special because the number 222 is all about balance and alignment. It's about your angels and your guides letting you know that you are in the right place at the right time and you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You are on a path towards enlightenment. So if you're seeing 222, or if it kind of clicked today while you were maybe writing down the dates at work or something similar to that, that's your guide's way of subtly saying that you are on the right path, that you are doing good. Okay? Hi, Kelly. All right, one last time, and then we're going to interpret. 1, 2, or 3. Thanks for letting me move our session up today because it's raining, like I said, and so I like to get to the kids' school and get there early so they don't have to walk in the rain all the way up a hill. Okay, Erica, if you're seeing 222, that is your guide's way of trying to get your attention. You know, numerology is the universe's language, and I absolutely love, I am in love with the numerology. I'll give you a quick story about how I started getting into numerology. I will tell you, I am one of those people that I have to believe or have experienced something physically before I'm a believer, which I know that's hilarious being a psychic and a medium, but I have to see it to believe it. So I was in Chicago, or no, I was in Kansas City, and I was doing an event at a place called Spectrum, and beautiful little shop. If you ever get to Kansas City, you have to go look up Spectrum. Anyways, so I did the event, and after the event was over, a book caught my eye called Angel Numerology. It was by Doreen Virtue, and I scooped it up. It was still in the plastic when I was on my way home. And I ran through the McDonald's line real quick to get a water and a small fry, I think, to eat on the way home. And the total came to $2.89. And so I looked over at that book while I was waiting, and I picked it up, and I looked at the number 289. Prior to looking at that book, I was really struggling with taking money for what I do. Even though I do this and this is my job and it's how I put food on the table, I was still struggling heavily to be paid for it because it felt like I work for the light. Therefore, should my services be free? And when I picked up that book and I looked up 289, it had said that your material needs will always be met. Do not feel any guilt about your finances or anything financially affecting you. It just basically went on to say that you are following your life's purpose, and for that, working for the light, we will make sure that you're compensated. And it all kind of hit me where I was like, oh my gosh, okay, all right. And I haven't felt bad a day since. So I'm telling you, numerology, when those numbers catch you, and it's not always going to be triple digits. Sometimes it's going to be something random as hell, like 429 or, 372. I have no idea where those came from. Okay, enough listening to me. That's awesome, Christina. Okay, where are my number ones? Sam, I see you. You're number one. So you got the Queen of Water, okay? This is one of my favorite cards to get because it's all about developing your intuition. It's your guide's way of asking you to trust yourself. Stop second-guessing yourself. You've gotten this far. You've made decisions this far that's gotten you to where you are. Start looking at the light side of things. The other thing that the Queen of Water can have to do with is developing relationships to a new level. So, let's say you're in a relationship and things have been going a little rocky for a while. There's a chance that right now that relationship is hitting a resurgence, or it's going to hit a better level, a higher level that's going to make things a little bit less rocky and really kind of bring you two together. I see this card a lot also when someone has the same ability as me. So, the Queen of Water, tender-hearted, empathic, patient, loving, those all describe things that we would want from a medium and a psychic, So, with that being said, there's a few different messages here. First of all, pay attention to your intuition. Your guides are wanting to tell you you are doing fantastic. Keep it up. Okay, but your intuition is gonna probably start to develop to a deeper level as well. The other thing that this could mean, like I said, is relationships developing to a deeper level, or maybe even a more exciting level, a level you haven't hit yet. And I see this card come out a lot of times when there's been really rocky roads before, and rocky waters, whatever you want to call it, and things finally start to settle down. I kind of envision like a phoenix coming out, right? So that is card number one. Okay, card number two. You picked the Queen of Earth. Okay, interesting because number one is the Queen of Water. You number twos picked the Queen of Earth. Queen of Earth is thoughtful, warm, creative. She's sensible. Sometimes we will associate earth with money in general just because of that green color. So it could have something financially happening on the back side of this card, okay? But right now, this card is asking you to take a very sensible approach to issues within your family. Could also be with your partner. It's time to make time to sit down and have that hard discussion that was really hard. Sometimes, and I know this is probably a millennial thing. I don't know if I'm Gen X or millennial. I think I'm right on the cusp of it. But sometimes it's easier, and I know that there are so many of you right now that are going to bash me for this, but I don't care because this is how I feel and it's what works for me, and so I'm going to share it with you. Sometimes it's easier to write all that out in a text because it takes out the emotion. People are like, oh, we want the emotion to be there, or we don't want to, read something or take something out of context. Well, that's what communication is for. If you send a message, a nice long thought out message where you can get through saying it without crying or being angry or being upset without getting caught up in the moment and getting very defensive. If you can write that out and get everything out of your head, it allows them to do the same thing. They can process it instead of having to process it in real time, instead of having to sit there and then 20 minutes after the conversation is over thinking, fuck, I really want to bring up this, or I totally forgot to bring up that. And that's a huge part of why we're going through this. So I'm a big believer in messaging. Even writing a letter for me is better than sitting there face to face. Okay, there are, and I will tell you, there are certain situations where you should sit face to face. So I don't want to get off here and you think that that's how I deal with all of my problems, because it is definitely not the case. But sending a message like that, it eliminates so much emotion and negativity, and like I said, animosity, being defensive. A lot of times when you sit down and have a conversation like that, the air is so thick that you can barely focus on it and you instantly go into defense mode. When you can write that out calmly, reread it, take something out, reread it, and give yourself time before you send it, make sure that you said everything you can say, I guarantee you're going to walk away feeling so much better, okay? So Queen of Earth is asking you to make time for those around you and take a very sensible approach to challenges that you may be facing, whether it be with family, friends, at work, whatever it is. You are being asked to make that decision, to make that call. Okay. All right. Number 3. Woohoo! The one and only. Number 3. The 8 of Autumn. Pay attention to those numbers, okay? With the fairy deck, people ask me all the time, what deck should I get if I want to start reading? I highly suggest, hi, my sister-in-law's on here. Hi, Victoria. I highly suggest that you get the fairy deck. Because, and I used to really suggest the angel deck, and I still do, but the fairy deck has the suits are seasons, and so when you have your seasons on there, you're able to kind of decide, okay, is this one, this is going to affect me? You can tell time with it. What I'm feeling with this, I have no idea what that noise just was. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Hi, Penny. You sent stars. I've never had stars sent. Thank you so much. God bless you. Appreciate that. That was that noise. I'd never heard it. Anyways. So 8 of Autumn, if you are number 3, this card, and I know that Dawn picked number 3, so listen to this, okay? Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of going back to school, apprenticeships, craftsmen, long-term projects, those types of things. What I'm feeling right now intuitively for this card, my interpretation for number 3s is that it's very, very important before you proceed within a relationship, within work, within a hobby, even medically. And I'm feeling very strongly that I need to say medically for this card. Do more research. You are not done yet. And again, one of the biggest things about reading tarot to people is half the time I don't even see what it is that I'm interpreting to you in the card. It's the feeling that I get from it. And that is why using tarot is so fucking awesome. But if you picked number 3, I want you to have a few things in mind. First of all, if there is a medical situation going on with you or someone you love that you are involved with, I want you to get a second opinion or a third, okay? I don't know why, but intuitively I'm feeling that. Second, if you are trying to decide whether or not you want to move into a new area of study or maybe even change jobs, do more research. Give yourself a minute. This card is asking you to stop and tell you, hey, you haven't seen all the facets of this situation. This could go 2 or 3 different ways and you're not even considering that, okay? The other thing this card means is obviously going back to school, education in general. Reading some of your comments gets me off track, you guys, but I love it. So yes, the other thing that this could mean is that a long-term project that you have been creating or thinking about creating may be coming to fruition quicker than you think, okay? And like I said, I'm associating August with this card. So you might just jot that down if you want to, if you were number 3. Okay. Yep, Kayla, you know better than anybody. Go with that first choice. Always go with the first one you pick, always. Congratulations, Cindy, on your biopsy coming back normal. I am so happy for you. Again, thank you, Penny. You are so precious. I appreciate you. Okay, going back through some of these messages just to see if you guys have any questions. If you do, make sure that you post them. Since we came on a little bit earlier today, I'll be able to hang out a little bit earlier. Okay. So Sam, I can't remember which one you picked. I think you picked number 1. Yeah, this card is literally all about developing your intuition, okay? But it's also about relationships, okay? It's also about relationships. Probably wanting you to, if you look here, because you said you were struggling with your empath ability, we all struggle with our empath ability, every single one of us. I can't even watch a movie anymore. True crime used to be my favorite, and I can't even watch that anymore without getting uncontrollably emotional. And I believe that has something to do with Cushing's, being emotional like that. But I'm telling you, being an empath is not something that I wish on everybody. And I feel like everybody has the opportunity to be an empath. It's just 90% of the people push that out, okay? All right. Hey, number one. Okay, I had pulled this card earlier for my number 1s because I don't know. Because I'm fucking psychic. That's why I pulled it. So this card is the antelope, and it is all about making a decision, taking appropriate action. So we have to link that with number 1s. Developing a relationship to a new level, or trusting yourself, getting the message from your guides that it's time to trust yourself. And apparently there's some sort of decision that needs to be made as well, number 1s. So remember that. All right, now that I've probably totally fucking confused you, let's go to the C's. Do I have any C's on right now? I don't see any. Hi, Jean, Kristen, Becky, Penny, Sherry. Where are my C's at? Charity. Boom. Okay. Yes, definitely go with the fairy deck. You can get them on Amazon and Hay House. A lot of times hayhouse.com will have them much cheaper. So check there before you order on Amazon. Okay, so for my C's, this is, you got the trust card, okay? And usually when we get this card, it's our guide's way of saying, quit second guessing yourself. I'm starting to see a theme here, right? Quit second guessing yourself. Step into your intuition and step confidently into your future, and stop thinking I'm making the wrong decision. I'm not one to talk about this because I have the decision-making skills of a squirrel, but that also has to do with my sign. What is your, let's see, Who was that? What is your sign? Chastity? Is that your name? Because that would be something to take into consideration too. So, and Joni Colberly. There's a C. Okay, I love it. Last names too, definitely Alex. Yep, Alexis, I'm sorry. Yes, last names count. Absolutely. They're the most important, aren't they? Okay, so after I pulled this card and it just said the word trust, I wanted to have a backup card. This is basically considered a multi-deck reading when you use more than one deck to give you a little bit more information or to back up the first card that you got. And for you, C's, I got personal growth. So between this card and this card, your guides are asking you to step into the next phase of your life, to step into the next phase of the next level of your life at this point in time with confidence and trust that your guides have your back. You have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to fear. Please stop second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing them. I can tell you for I know for a fact that my guides literally sit up there and roll their fucking eyes at me. God bless them. I know that they do. And I'm sure yours probably do the same sometimes too. But one way to make them proud is to trust our intuition and move confidently forward into whatever it is that we are struggling with. Okay, so just know that there is your proof. There's your whatever the hell it was that you needed, your sign to move forward, and that you're on the right path. And today is, like I said, 222. So it's a very it's a day of alignment and balance. And 222 is also one of the ways that our angels tell us they have our back. The other way is 444. So I love today. I love today. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. All right. I am going to hop off of here. Before I go, I want to tell you guys that I just signed a contract today with the Funny Bone. So I will be doing a show. I believe it's going to be an afternoon show at the Funny Bone in St. Louis, Missouri, May 27th. I don't even have the ticket link up yet. I am waiting on them to do that as they sell their own tickets for their events. But as soon as I get the link, I'll be sure to post it. So if you are in the St. Louis area or you know anybody that is, you might tag them in this video, okay? All right, I am off. I'm out. Ha! This video is 22 minutes. Okay, I love you guys. Bye-bye.